In this problem, we're trying to find the rate of acceleration when stopping for this car and how much time it takes for it to travel the 27 meters. The car starts at rest and is accelerating, so the velocity initial would be 0, and it's accelerating at 1.6 meters per second for a total time of 3.1 seconds. So we split up the 27 meters like this. For part 1, it's accelerating, and for part 2, it's decelerating. So for part 1, we use our motion equations, and we find that the velocity final is 4.96 meters per second. We also find out with the other motion equation that it traveled for 7.69 meters while accelerating. For part 2, we're trying to find out the acceleration when it's stopping for the second part. Since the total distance traveled is 27 meters, we subtract 27 minus 7.69, the distance we just found, and we get 19.31 meters, and that's the amount of distance that's left for the car to travel. The velocity final would be 0 because the car is coming to a rest, and we use the velocity final that we just found up here, and we plug it into part 2 down here. We use one of our motion equations, and we find that the car is decelerating at 0.637 meters per second, and it's negative because the car is slowing down. We then need to solve for time, because the problem also asks how long it takes for the car to travel the entire distance. So we use one of our motion equations, and we find that it's 7.78 seconds to travel that last part, the part that is decelerating. But we need to find how much total time it takes for the car to travel this distance. So we do 7.78 plus 3.1, the time it took when it was accelerating, and we find the total time of 10.88 seconds.